Hello students, now in previous video we have seen the definition of quadratic residue, quadratic non-residue, also legendary symbol and some of the properties of it with some examples. Now here we will continue the same one. Now let me take one example. Which of the following congruences have solutions. The examples are: first, x square congruence to 2 modulo 61. Second, x square congruence to minus 2 modulo 61. Third, x square congruence to 2 modulo 59. Fourth, x square congruence to minus 2 modulo 59. Fifth, x square congruence to 46 modulo 13. Sixth, x square congruence to 15 modulo 13. Now let's see the solution of these one by one. So first one. Now before going towards first, what we have to do? We have to check the congruence have solution or not. Now if you look at carefully, it is of the form x square congruence to a modulo p. That will be nothing but a quadratic residue. If this legendary symbol having the value 1, then a is a quadratic residue of p, and if it having a value minus 1, then it is not a quadratic residue of p. So if this congruence is have a solution, means having a value, legendary symbol having a value 1, and if this doesn't have a solution, then it has a value minus 1. So to check these congruences have solution or not, just we will find out the legendary symbol of these congruences. Okay, so let me write that part so that you can easily memorize that. It will be common thing to check whether the given congruences x square congruence to a modulo p are solvable. It is enough to check whether the legendary symbol of this a over p is 1 or minus 1. Okay, so let me take the first one, x square congruence to 2 modulo 61. Here a is equal to 2 and p is equal to what? 61. Therefore the legendary symbol 2 by 61 is congruent to what? According to the properties of this, 2 raised to 61 minus 1 upon 2 modulo 61. 61 minus 1 upon 2, that is equivalent to 2 raised to what? 30 modulo 61. Okay, now our aim to determine the value of this one. Okay, so 2 raised to 30 is same as to say 2 raised to 6 raised to what? 5. Now 2 raised to 6 is equal to what? 64. And 64 congruence to what? 3 modulo 61. So this one congruence to 3 raised to what? 5 modulo 61. This is a reason here. Okay. This implies 2 raised to 30 will be this one. Fine. Now this can be written as 3 raised to 4 into 3 modulo 61. But you know 3 raised to 4 is 81. 81 congruence to what? 20 modulo 61. This 3 as it is. Since what can we say? Since 3 raised to 4, that is what? 81, it congruence to 20 modulo 61. Fine. Now this is equivalent to 60 modulo 61. That is equivalent to -1 modulo 61. So 2 raised to 30 congruence to -1 modulo 61. Therefore, here we get. Therefore, the legendary symbol 2 by 61 congruence to -1 modulo 61. Therefore, the value of legendary symbol 2 over 61 is what? -1. Therefore, this congruence equation x square congruence to 2 modulo 61 is not solvable. Is not solvable, or it doesn't have solution. It doesn't have a solution. Okay, this is a answer here. Similarly, let's we solve the other. So let me take the second one. Now this one we will write once only. Now let me solve here second. What is that? X square congruence to -2 modulo 61. So here again a is what? -2 and p is what? 61. Therefore, legendary symbol of -2 by 61 is equal to what? -1 by 61 into 2 by 61. Now -1 by 61, now that has a property that -1 raised to 61 minus 1 upon what? 2 into legendary symbol of 2 by 61. Now this is -1 raised to what? 30. Just we have seen in previous question that legendary symbol of 2 over 61 is what? -1. So this product will be what? -1. Therefore, using 1. Okay. In that one we have seen this value is what? -1. Therefore, what can we say? Legendary symbol of 2 over 61 is equal to -1. That means x square congruence to -2 modulo 61 is not solvable. Is not solvable, or it doesn't have a solution. Now let's go for the third one. The third one is what? X square congruence to 2 modulo 59. X square congruence to 2 modulo 59. So here what it is? It will be here a is equal to 2 and p is equal to what? 59. Therefore, legendary symbol of 2 over 59, sorry, 59. It congruence to 2 raised to 59 minus 1 by 2 modulo 59. So it is equivalent to 2 raised to what? 58. 58 by 2, so 29 modulo 59. So 29, so it can be written as 2 raised to 28 into 2 modulo 59. Okay, so here this is equivalent to 2 raised to 7 raised to 4 into 2 modulo 59. Now let's find out what is 2 raised to 7. 2 raised to 7 is nothing but 128. 128 congruence to what? Modulo 59. Let's find out the remainder here. So the remainder is 10. It will be 10 modulo 59. Fine. Now, so let's substitute this value. So this will become, it is 10 raised to 4 into 2 modulo 59. 10 raised to 4, so that is equivalent to 10 square its square into 2 modulo 59. Okay, this is the reason here. Now that is 100, so 100 congruence to what modulo 59? 100 congruence to, or let me write 100 congruence to minus 18 modulo 59. This can be written as such. Okay, so what we get here? So it will be minus 18 square into 2 modulo 59. Now minus 18 square is same as 318 square. Here it will be 324 into 2 modulo 59. So 324 modulo 59 is nothing but, here let me rub this one. These are the reasons, you can write down there. Here it is what? 2 raised to 7 congruence to what? 10 modulo 59. And here 100 congruence to what? Minus 18 modulo 59. So here let me write further. This is congruence to whom? It is congruence to 29 into 2 modulo 59. Now why does this? Because 324 congruence to 29 modulo 59. Okay, so this is it. Here let me wait. This is what? Legendary symbol of 2 over 59. This one we are continuing here. Legendary symbol of 2 over 59 congruence to this. Now 29 2s are, so it will be 58 modulo 59. So it is what? Minus 1 modulo 59. So what we get? Legendary symbol of 2 over 59 is what? Minus 1. Therefore x square congruence to 2 modulo 59 is not solvable. Is not solvable. Okay. Again let's go for the next one. What does that? It is x square congruence to minus 2 modulo 59. Fourth one. X square congruence to minus 2 modulo 59. Just like a second question, we will use this third one for solving this fourth one. So here A is minus 2 and P is what? 59. Therefore legendary symbol of minus 2 by 59 is what? Minus 1 by 59 into 2 by 59. So minus 1 by 59 is minus 1 raised to 59 minus 1 by 2 into 2 by 59. So it will be minus 1 raised to 29 into this one is what? Minus 1. So this product will be what? 1. Therefore legendary symbol of this minus 2 by 59 is what? 1. Thence x square congruence to minus 2 modulo 59 has a solution. Has a solution or is solvable. Now let's go for the next one, fifth one. What is fifth one? That is x square congruence to 46 modulo 13. So here a is equal to 46 and p is equal to what? 13. So this is here we can reduce it first. We know 46 congruence to 7 modulo 13. Therefore this legendary symbol of 46 by 13 can be written as it is equivalent to legendary symbol of 7 by 13. So that is equivalent to 7 raised to what? 13 minus 1 by 2 modulo 13. Okay. So this is congruence to 7 raised to what? 6 modulo 13. Okay. So that is equivalent to what? 7 cube its square modulo 13. But 7 cube is what? 343 and 343 congruence to 7 cube is this, and that congruence to 5 modulo 13. That congruence to 5 modulo 13. So it will be 5 square modulo 13. Since this. Therefore, again legendary symbol of 46 by 13 is congruence to what? 25 modulo 13. And 25 is nothing but minus 1 modulo 13. Therefore, legendary symbol of 46 by 13 is what? Minus 1. Implies x square congruence to 46 modulo 13 is not solvable. Is not solvable. Now let's do the last one, that will be sixth one, that is x square congruence to 15 modulo 13, that is equivalent to 2 modulo 13. Now just like this we had done it here itself. Therefore legendary symbol of 2 over 13 is, what does that? It will be, it is congruence to 2 raised to what? 13 minus 1 by 2 modulo 13. So it is 2 raised to 6 modulo 13. That is equivalent to 2 raised to 6 will be 64 modulo 13. 64 modulo 13 is same as minus 1 modulo 13. Therefore, legendary symbol of 2 by 13 is what? Minus 1. Therefore, x square congruence to 15 modulo 13 has no solution. Has no solution. Has no solution. Now, this is about this example. We can easily determine whether this congruence have a solution or it is a quadratic residue or not using legendary symbol. Now, let's go for an important theorem, that is Gauss lemma. It is about the legendary symbol again. Okay. So, let's see that one. we have to see theorem, Gauss-Lengh. Let P greater than 2 be any prime and A and P are relatively prime. If n be the number of integers of the set A, 2A, 3A, 4A and so on up to P minus 1 by 2 times A, of whose remainder upon division by P, exceed P by 2, then Legendre symbol of A over P is what? Minus 1 raised to n. So now let's see the proof of this. What is given here? We have P is strictly greater than 2, a prime number. A and P are relatively prime. N be any integer of the set. These are what? The remainders while division by P. Then if the division exceeds these integers exceeds P by 2, whatever numbers which exceeds P by 2, then Legendre symbol of A over P is what? Minus 1 raised to n. So now proof of this, let A and P are relatively prime and S is equal to this set A, 2A, 3A, 4A and so on up to what? P minus 1 by 2 times A. S is this set. Then this S contains non-zero P minus 1 by 2 number of integers and no two elements are congruent to each other. No two elements are congruent to each other modulo P. These are different numbers, so no two of them are congruent to each other modulo P. As A and P are what? Relatively prime. Now let R1, R2 and so on up to Rn be the remainder upon division by P. Such that 1 less equal Ri less than P by 2 and let S1, S2, S3 and so on up to Sn be remainders upon division by P such that what? such that this p by 2 less than ri less equal p minus 1, less equal p minus 1. Now here let us assume these are m in number, these are n in number. Okay, so now if this is the case, then here we can't say ri, these are what, si. Then m plus n is how much, p minus 1 by 2. This m plus n is what, p minus 1 by 2. Now note that r1, r2 and so on up to rn, p minus s1, p minus s2 and so on up to p minus sn are total these many integers, p minus 1 by 2 integers. That's why I am written m plus n is how much, p minus 1 integers whose values are less than p by 2, whose values are less than p by 2. Now we need to note again, also note that these values are distinct. These values are what? Distinct. Also the integers r1, r2 and so on up to rm, p minus s1, p minus s2 and so on up to p minus sn appears 1, 2, 3 and so on up to p minus 1 by 2, but not necessary in same order, orders. Okay, then here this 1 into 2 into 3 and so on up to p minus 1 by 2 congruence to r1 into r2 and so on up to rm into p minus s1, p minus s2 and so on up to p minus sn int modulo p. Okay, so here this part is nothing but p minus 1 by 2 factorial congruence to r1, r2 and so on up to rm into minus s1, minus s2 and so on up to minus sn modulo p. So this is equivalent to minus 1 raised to n, these are n in number, minus signs, into what, r1, r2 and so on up to rm into s1, s2 so on up to what, sn modulo p. So this is congruence to minus 1 raised to n. This product is nothing but what, these one, these are remainders of this one, so that product will be this a into 2a into 3a and so on up to what, p minus 1 by 2a into or modulo p. So this is equivalent to minus 1 raised to n into a raised to p minus 1 by 2 into p minus 1 by 2 factorial modulo P. Now here this P and P minus 1 by 2 are relatively prime. So these are get cancelled from both sides. Therefore we get 1 congruence to minus 1 raised to n into a raised to P minus 1 by 2 modulo P. Modulo P. Why does the reason? Since this P minus 1 by 2 and P are relatively prime. This is the reason here. Okay. Look at it carefully, this question. This is the set of integers given to us, P minus 1 by 2 times A. These are whose remainder upon division by P exceed this, then we have to prove this one. So here this S contains this many integers and no two of them are congruent to each other modulo P. As this A and P are relatively prime, so any multiple of A must relatively prime to whom? P. Now these are the remainders division by P where this Ri lies between 1 to P by 2. Again these are remainders where Ri lies between P by 2 to P minus 1. Now these M and N are what? At this P minus 1 by 2 in number. So these are integers whose values are less than P by 2. Also these all are distinct and this appears in these one but not necessary in same order. Now this product is congruent to this product. They are congruent to each other modulo P. So now here onwards we had did just a simplification. Now once we come here we can write it as this is equivalent to what? This is equivalent to, therefore this A raised to P minus 1 by 2 congruence to minus 1 raised to n modulo P. But A raised to P minus 1 by 2 means what? Legendary symbol A over P congruence to minus 1 raised to n modulo P. Therefore legendary symbol A over P equal to minus 1 raised to what? N. So this is our proof of this theorem. Now let's see a corollary for this. We will see a corollary. We don't want to prove that one, and then after writing corollary we will stop here. Okay. So corollary. Let P greater than 2 be any prime and A and P are relatively prime, then first legendary symbol A over P is equal to minus 1 raised to T, where this T is summation j from 1 to P minus 1 by 2 A into j by P. Okay, greatest integer function is this. And second part, legendary symbol of 2 over P is what? It is minus 1 raised to P square minus 1 upon 8. This is the corollary here. Here legendary symbol A over P is minus 1 raised to T, where T is what? This summation of greatest integer function of A into j by P. J varies from 1 to P minus 1 by 2. It is nothing but A, 2A, 3A, 4A as such. This greatest integer function of this sum we will find, that will be T, that one we have to take. And if A is equal to 2, it is for greater than 2. If A is equal to 2, then we have minus 1 raised to P square minus 1 by 8. Okay. Now, in next video, we will see some examples on this. Also, we have to see Gaussian reciprocity law. Okay. For this video, we will stop now. Thank you.